Alright, welcome back to another video and Warframe fundamentals and guide. I meant to make one, but the audio got destroyed. Basically, you have this one is for mission types, so you understand like certain mission types for certain missions, and like mission types and like the best places to like I guess farm XP if you're just trying to go for mastery rank, and like best places to go on regular star chart to get what are they called? Oh, to get special resources and or resources that are specific for like relics and stuff like you see in still path videos. Those missions are typically, see, these assassination missions are how you get warframes. You get parts of warframe per assassination. Captures, you're just capturing a target. These are the quickest missions to do typically when you're doing relic farming and like prime junk farming or prime whatever farming. Defense, you can get like relics, like you can get relics for the primes, and you can get like parts for certain things. It all depends on like how hard the mission is and like what planet is it on, because you won't do that on Earth and expect to get it quickly. Steel Path is the fastest because of the fact that it's more special and it gives you resources at a higher rate. On the regular star chart, these two are the type of are somewhat the same thing. They give you extreme resources. Well, not extreme resources, but give you special resources per 5 wave. No, 3 waves now. Per 3 waves, you get special resources. Per excavator, you can get a special resource or relic, and or I believe a part. You can get a part depending on the relic and mission. Well, not mission, but the relic and part depending on the planet. These are just quick. These are just like captures. You just go through these quickly. If you're looking for scans and music codes, not codes, but it's the use music schedule that you see across the map. These two are the quickest. These how you get special resources per completed excavator per completed 3 rounds. I'm gonna be honest with you, I barely played this one. I played only one of these so far. I don't like it. I don't know what you can get from it. Hive, you can get somewhat special resources, but it's usually just something you do to get like a rare resource because they have a higher spawn rate. Interception is just like these two, especially because every every round you complete, you get that special resource. I don't know what the fuck was that? I don't know. Invasions. I'm actually gonna do some of these to show you what you can get from this because you get the resource you get from these are very specific. You can only get the resources from these from other clans and or Cephalon Samaris. Mobile defense. It's a quick mission, so I wouldn't even consider this to be similar to these two because you go in, you do something like these and sabotage. After you do that, you just bounce. There's really nothing in there. Recovery, 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 recovery. I don't. Never lost to him, so I don't. Never went through this before. Um, if you ever do need help before you start the Zanuka mission, I don't mind helping. Rescue are quick missions. Again, quick missions, in my opinion, are just something you go through just to get scans and fighter data, which fighter data is this. The more fighter data you find, you get these, and then it gives you lore.
Hello, hello. Exhibition is that way.
It gives you
This is Atlas.
lore automatically
Hard as
for the
stone.
frames.
Is
It
it
can tell
any...
you the story if you want that, basically the library. Or you can go to the shop. I mean, not the shop, the store, and get those. Sabotage, again, quick missions. But basically, you go in, you either fix this and defend it, or you break it and actually break it some more, and then you just bounce. Spy missions, you can get rare resources from these because basically you're going in and going to hack specific terminals, in which case it's an unknown resource. So it's like random number generation, RNG for something good, RNG for something common, or some. Oh, I think it's like uncommon and up. I don't really think you can get common resources, and you can get mods from these too. So best XP farms are typically survivals. Survivals, it's not based on anything. It's based on you and how long you want to stay in, which is every 5 minutes you get the resource. Some people can stay in this for hours at a time. That's fine and all, but it's just time consuming. But that's what this game is all about. Cephalon capture. Yeah, I wouldn't even worry about this. Most people don't even touch this anymore. Yeah, people don't really touch this anymore. I haven't really seen touch this anymore. I haven't really seen people in this. I'll be honest. Fight against other channel. Basically, anything with PvP, people really don't touch except for 1999, which I have not unlocked on this yet. Annihilate, like anything from here down. Ball spark. I mean, people used to play it, but then they stopped. It's really not. It's really not effective. But this is the mission that they're talking about when they say, well, you can get 100k per mission, which is not true. I wouldn't recommend doing that if you're trying to go in and actually farm credits. If you're trying to farm credits and XP and mods and resources for a specific planet, survival is your best friend, and or defense. Survival and defense are your best friends. If it does have excavation, this could be your best friend if you're also trying to get relics along with that. But you can't get the relics from this one too because it's every 3 minutes. So it's up to you completely. Mobile defense, not really. You're just going through that. Trainings. The basics are really good if you're completely new and trying to understand like what sensitivity you're trying to put your game at. This is really good if you're trying to put these two together because it tells you movement and then you can test out sensitivities and all that from here. So this is good for you. Advanced. I mean, I haven't played this one. Modding system. This is probably the most important system in the game because with this you can either abuse all of this or none of this at the same time. Because let's say you have terrible modding in your own words, but you're still killing enemies, then you've already mastered this. It does not matter. You've already mastered this. If you're still putting enemies down left and right, but you're not good at this, you're good at this. And like you don't need to do this if you're already good at modding. I could show you mine. This is pretty simple. It tells you the resources you need and it can tell you the planet you need to go to. Yeah, it can tell you the planet you need to go to. So I would recommend looking at like Foundry if you're trying to build a certain frame. The damage. I mean, damage is pretty simple. Shields, you want to use armor. Alright, whatever. Puncture, impact. These are the 3 basic ones in the game. This is slash. Slash typically you can build upwards with no, slash is more bleed, yes, and they take higher critical damage. No, higher critical chance with slash, and the enemy bleeds over time, depending on how many stacks you have. Impact, it can typically knock enemies back and knock some of their defense off. Yeah, defense, I believe it's shield and or you can knock off shield and or fuck. Armor. Yeah, shield or armor. Then this is critical damage. This can, like, let's say you have high critical damage and you have high puncture. I mean, high crit rate, high puncture, but your crit damage is like 3 or 4. This can also help based on how many stacks. So you don't have to extremely focus crit damage. Heat goes against armor. So these guys, they have no shields whatsoever except I almost said extremists. I forgot what the enemy type was. But basically they have overguard, which is a gray shield over the health bar. This, once you get that down, this is like your best friend against Grenier and Infested. This is your best friend against Corpus along with Magnesium. Code. I don't know who this is good against. I have to actually look it up. This goes straight through shield. So let's say you have a high toxin damage weapon and you're going against Corpus and you're doing a lot of like impact and toxin damage, you're killing those guys pretty relatively easily. Know your enemy. This is basically talking about each faction. Electricity. That's a magnesium attack back there. Magnesium is cold and electricity put together. Electricity can also fry these guys for a little bit. It stuns them longer versus anybody else. Blast is really good against Infested, because with Blast you can actually kill multiple enemies in a room off of one enemy. And it depends on how many blast stacks you have or how strong that blast like attack was when you first hit the first enemy. Radiation, you can make them fight each other, but they basically go berserk. They attack anything and everything around them. Gas, once you kill somebody, it goes through their health, and I believe it just takes down some armor. I can go show you through that modding system. Shields, just completely take away shields. Multiple stacks does more damage to health over time. And like, let's say you get like 10 stacks and you shoot them with a pistol, you do more damage like that versus if you did like, you just straight did bullets, like you just shot them and it's like you had none of this on it. You would notice a very noticeable difference because the number will go up. Corrosive, it goes against armor. It also goes into armor. Sentinels are your companions. They are also really good. These guys are Sentinels. They're really good build. You can make really good builds with these, and some operate even if you haven't unmodded. So I wouldn't really hard focus these guys until you can hard focus your Warframe. If you get your Warframe down, you can get these guys down much later. These guys can also attack independently, so you don't actually need to worry about putting them on a target if you don't have one yet. So like, let's say once you get your first one, you don't have to actually worry about putting them on a target because they can attack without you even telling them to. Sometimes they just attack, depending on the modding. Clans, I have not joined one yet, but this is how you get certain mods and weapons without going to Cephalon and Maris. You can make your own, or you can join one that's already been made. Egress is strictly, it's one of those lessons people tell you to get as fast as you can because of its high status. And procs are basically how many statuses you can put on a weapon at one, no, not a weapon, on your enemy and your weapon at the same time, actually, to actually take them out faster. I mean, they're gonna start making clans joining a clan more rewardable. This is good if you're into trading and you're trying to make like a bunch of plat. You can also PvP your clanmates. It just depends if they have that room and if anybody actually goes to it. I've never actually had to look at this because I haven't made my own clan before. Synthesis. Cephalon Samaris, he scans Cephalon Samaris will give you missions. You would scan these guys. You can also accept certain missions to actually go scan these guys. In which case, after you scan them, you can actually get his standing, and once you max it out, you can start. You don't have to max it out, but his is already at 132, so you don't have to actually go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You go straight to the maximum. What I need to buy? I'm chilling. Yeah, he would tell you where to go. Not tell you where to go, but you would go to the mission and you just follow these paths, which is typically around mid to end mission. You just have to have your scanner out and just like blink it every now and then while killing it with your melee weapon, and then he would automatically say you're near them once you're in the same room with them, so you don't have to actually push to find them.
So, Tenno, you think you have what it takes to be a broker on the Index?
Shut up.
When you kill a broker, they will drop an index point. Scramble. It's your job to pick it up before the other team does. You may hold any number of index points, but know that they're worthless until you've deposited them in the bank. We call this capitalization. But if you die on the way to the bank, you'll drop all your points, leaving them vulnerable to... You see, the Index is a game of risk and reward. Hold too many points, and you risk rewarding the other team. Tenno, you best make peace with the void. The Index is about to begin.
Excuse. Basically, you can get a high number of credits per mission. It's one of the places people tell you to actually go farm, because it's in the top 10 spots to actually go get it. Adversaries. Cool Village is what I'm actually working on right now.
Your crime has...
Shut up. The Cool Villages, they give you...
You fight one gifted the old blood, the Queen's Kuva. Death will not end me.
Not yet. These come with their own weaknesses. Basically, you can set your weapons up to have a lot of this and take them down faster. It's best not to use this because it's a resistance. So I mean, it's like you put it on them, the stacks actually drain off faster. Immunities, I mean, obviously they're immune to it. I mean, if you try to put it on them, that's just not going to work. This is the weapon that they're holding. Sometimes they also come with their own aura, Etheria, and you can also get that. Let's say you get one that has a funny name. Yeah, if they have a funny name, you typically could sell it for a lot more. People look for funny names, and then sometimes if they have like a really high this, it's like good. If they have a really high weapon bonus, it potentially sells more. And in the Fira, it can actually sell more. And then next you have the weapon. These are also types of relics that you get from Kuva missions. I'm actually going to go do one of those too. And within 2 minutes, no, 11 minutes, yes. You get those, and then you have to crack those to get what's known as something for your, you get it for your Parazon, in which case you can mod it onto your weapon. You would need 3 in a certain order to actually take them down, and if you are able to take them down,
as ready as you will ever be.
But if you can actually take them down, it'd be much easier to kill them, because that's the only way to actually kill them or capture them. Ghouls. I mean, you can get rewards for doing this. Alerts, Kuva siphons. These are typically missions you want to go to get the Warframe relics, and the Warframe relics hold what you need to do to kill the liches. They can also be used on, I believe, the Sisters of Parvos. But the 1999 villains actually have a completely different body system, or tomb, technically. This. Where is it? Oh, I didn't unlock it yet. Okay. Basically, the Dara Vandal barrel is a gun part for a specific weapon that's a stronger variant compared to its regular variants. You have Kuva variants, you have Void variants, and you have the Wraith, not Wraith. Yeah, Wraith variants, and you have Vandal variants. Vandal variants are typically Corpus variants, and the Wraith variants are technically the Kuva, not Kuva, but Grineer variants. Special rewards. This is you can craft these by going to clans. And infested outbreak invasion missiles. I believe you can also go to Cephalon Summaries for these. But typically, these missions are the type of mission you would go to and automatically get a squad that's either in the process of doing it or already done with it. You don't have to worry about really doing everything yourself unless you have your
This
thing
is a
on
mobile
solo.
defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the network. Be prepared for heavy resistance.
Slash also works.
I can't do this without you.
Again. Ow.
Here is a
Ow,
terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend. I'm in, Tenno.
Typically, these
This will
enemies
take a moment.
aren't hard to fight until you get to like the stronger variants, which is on Deimos. But even then, as long as you're like actually, even if you have like very little mods, you can take these guys on. You also can spawn in a Juggernaut. And
Still
Juggernaut,
working on it. Continue to
you need
defend.
to kill a large amount. That is what's a credit man. But she can that. Let me see. Wisp, well, Protea. Protea, she's a support type of frame, but at the same time, she's her own assault type. Wisp is also support, but can be very destructive.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit
And,
approaching.
Groups.
Terminal hacked. Keep moving. This will only get more difficult. Get to a terminal and prepare for enemy resistance.
I'm sorry if I sound like
Terminal
I'm not.
spotted.
It's just that
Upload me and prepare to defend.
I'm a little bit.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
I probably should talk about trade chat. A lot of people would say you just go to Warframe market. A lot of people say you just suck it up. The Warframes do not. Warframe does not have a set price for anything except this list like with money. So if somebody tells you like, nah, you can buy it for 200 or 1,000, that's their price. So I mean, this completely up to you, okay? If you choose not to, that's also
Still
fine.
working on it. Continue to
I mean,
defend.
it's not, nobody in the game can afford to pay thousands of dollars for one mod. It's just that some players actually hold on to that, like I do, or like because like they either spend money in the game or they straight up.
We are finished here. Move on. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position.
Those enemies you want to kill faster than they drop. Typically because they start flying
I'm in,
towards
Tenno.
you.
This will take a
then
moment.
Your health is going to be in danger because they immediately start dropping gas or no toxin gas, which has a like 5-second timer and does a type. Typically, the type of damage it scales to. I mean, you can also every enemy type in the game, even turrets,
Still working on it.
are scannable.
Continue to defend.
You can scan everything and anything, and you can find the weakness of them. These guys, if you shoot them, they typically explode right after that. You would once you hear that like that high-pitched whistle, then you know those drone infested are about to fly.
The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete. Mission complete. Excellent work,
If you ever
Tenno.
have any questions, like actual questions, or you're just curious about when you get a certain frame and or certain weapons, there's a Q&A with an automatic bot that tells you. And then you have where you can, like, let's say you actually look for a squad and or this is a clan. Yes, this is a clan. You can recruit for squads. Icy relics are a type of relic that drops this. This is what people are typically doing it for, because it gives you the most ducats. Ducats are a form secret currency. I'll say secret currency that can buy either more of these or spit. Shit, not my controller. Special things like environments, customizations, and or a mission. His name is Boro Katir. Yeah, Baru. But I don't know how to say it, to be honest. Typically, you gotta get a certain amount before it tells you where you can get them from. Whoa. Alright. Let's see. There was something else. Rather. Oh shit. My controller. It's fighting me. Why?
Orders
Yes.
reminds the operator to take time for themselves.
Yes, there are multiple
Pressure
different
creates diamonds, yes,
Lith
but
is
it also
typically
creates
this
rubble.
one to get because they come from Earth. This relic is in the Prime Ball. And the relics you can buy with Aya. Aya is also a type of premium currency. These are how you build your syndicate faster because they give you bonus XP. Invasions, get special resources. This is the missions you would do to unlock, not unlock, but to unlock your relic to get that's what you're looking for. It's RNG to the max. Even if you're maxed out, you have to worry about that down here, not up here. Exterminate, spy, assassination, and you know those pretty crystals you see people use on their builds. This is where you would get them, but you had to unlock this and like. Developer quest is not hard For most people. For me, I'm struggling, ain't gonna lie. But I'll finish it and then get back to you. Thank you for watching.